it's Jenny here from Chi Lifestyle. And I haven't really done much of an in-depth reading, but I thought I would do a August reading. I know I did a love one. I've done a few mini love readings on the shorts, but I'll try and combine a little bit of both for each pile. Okay, so this is just a August predictions. I've got nothing, as you can see, planned, so I'll shuffle as we go. So we've got pile number 1 with the green citrine, pile number 2 with the bloodstone, and pile number 3 with the moonstone. So choose a stone, basically, and then I will get you your predictions. So welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 1 with the green aventurine. Let's get into your reading. Okay, so I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and then I'll bring out some oracle cards, and I'll bring out some romance angel cards for romances as well, if you're interested. Let's just get a general, I think I'll just do a Celtic cross for the month of August. So please help me with pile number 1, which is their main theme for the month of August. We've got the 6 of Fire, victory. Ooh, nice. Good news is on your way, public recognition or awards. So that's a really good start as a theme for August, okay? So yeah, if you've been dealing with any issues or any major problems within your life, you're gonna get some kind of public recognition. Perhaps you've been, doing a lot of work at work, or maybe you've been trying to get yourself your own channel going, or maybe perhaps you're on TikTok or something, and you've been doing a lot of work on your channel. You're about to get public recognition, okay? Or you're just going to have victory or some good news coming your way in the month of August. Okay, so that's a really good start to your month. What challenges does pile number 3 do? Pile number 1, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm saying pile number 3. Maybe you need to watch pile number 3. Maybe there's something in there for you too, perhaps. So what challenges will pile number 1 face for the month of August? Page of Water. Okay, so a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, or heightened psychic abilities. Okay, so this is a challenge for you. Okay, so you may be having a lot of victory. However, there's perhaps a new start to love, or a new phase in your love life, or maybe perhaps a new love that comes in. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clarify that to find out why it's a challenge for you. So that's interesting, because that's a good card. Talk to me about this Page of Wands. Let's clarify. Why is this Page of Wands coming into the challenge position for pile number 1s? What is this challenge for the Page of Water? Sorry, not Page of Wands. I wonder if Page of Wands. Okay. I think I'm getting the picture. I'm just going to get 2 more cards. Okay, so they're kind of splitting the deck to show me the 5 of Wands. You conflicted in your head about this new person or this new phase. That's the problem. Okay, just want to make sure that I'm right. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. 5 of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm understanding. So you're going to have victory. Okay. Okay. So you're going to have victory, perhaps in your life, and there's possibly a new phase or a new start in your love life. Okay, so this could be a brand new person that enters your life, or this could be a new beginning with love, or a new beginning with someone in your life. Okay, it's someone that's got to do with an emotional beginning. Okay, so it could be, for some of you, you're trying to work on your intuition. You could be working on something artistic, or you may be working on something that's a little bit more friendly or a little bit more sensitive, okay? But it's a challenge because of the fact that you are, it maybe perhaps knocks you out of the blue when you're least expecting it, okay? You're still dealing with a painful ending, okay? Something has ended for you. Now, it doesn't have to be love, again, because for some of you, you're not interested in love. I'm sure you're just here for other stuff. So then what this is saying is that you're not really, it's a challenge for you maybe to prepare for this new love. You're scared, okay? I think you're lacking focused, or something's bothering you, okay, about this, you know, there's a possibility here, but as you're not trusting the possibility, okay. This is also the artistic expression card, and it's like some kind of muse or something could happen out of the blue, a new situation, okay, that you're going to have victory in, but it's a challenge for you because you're not trusting it. You're not really too sure about this circumstance. So I'm just going to put these cards on top of that, okay, so at least now we know why this is a challenge for you in August. Okay, so it could be a situation where an apology is needed for some. For others, its apology is brought to you, okay, and it could come out of the blue. But this is, like I said, it could definitely be, well, it's quite funny because the page of water is clarified the page of water. So this is really something, sorry, it took me a little bit of a while to actually even realize page of water is clarifying by the page of water. So this is a situation where maybe it's just a bit of a challenge for you to use your intuition here. It's a challenge for you to deal with the situation because you really are scared, okay? You've dealt with being stabbed in the back, okay? Maybe about this person, maybe because of someone else. And you want to see the potential in this, but it's a bit of a challenge for you. So I think it's because of fears, okay? So maybe something that you're scared about. And that's what's pulling you back. Okay, so let me see what is below you in the month of August. What is below my pile number ones in the month of August? Right, so here you've got a new business idea, a new adventure, a new situation that's coming in. You've also got the Queen of Fire. So this is someone who's very attractive, someone who's very confident. This is about stretching your wings and flying. It says don't underestimate yourself, assert your independence, creativity. Yeah, this is about someone who's warm and intelligent, graceful. Okay, so you got a new financial start, a new offer perhaps coming in. It may be a you know, again, a love offer or it's a financial offer. Okay, so it's a new beginning generally within your financial realm, okay? And I think perhaps it for some of you, you know, this could be the person that's bringing you this offer or this new beginning, and it's with a very confident, attractive, I mean, this is a woman, but it doesn't have to be a woman, it can be a male as well. And it's saying, you know, stretch your wings and fly, okay? So that is what is beneath you. Maybe you needing to be a little bit more confident, or have more confidence in yourself and see yourself more as this Queen of Fire in the month of August, okay? What is behind you? Okay, so you've got another two cards that came out there. You've got the King of Fire. Focus, focus, focus. This is communicate with vision, being a leader, advice from someone creative. Okay, so this is what's happened in your past or your just recent past, okay, but still affecting you. So you've perhaps been on fire, or you've been dealing with the King of Fire, someone who's very idealistic, someone who's very ambitious, someone who's very charismatic, okay? You've had a lot of focus perhaps again on your work or on something in your life. You've also got the Lovers. Okay, so carefully weighing up your decisions. So there may have been a lot of decisions that you've had to make in the recent past. Again, it could be for some of you love. There seems to be a double meanings here quite a lot. So perhaps it's because some of you are asking or wanting to know about love, and others it's career, okay? Either which way, there was perhaps a choice that you had to make in the past. It may have involved some kind of fire sign. Perhaps we do have a king and we do have a queen. So if you're looking for a love question, it could have been maybe perhaps something you were dealing with your divine counterpart. Maybe there was a decision that needed to be made about a divine counterpart. And if it's not related, then there just may have been some choices, some decisions you had to make. Maybe it was choosing between work or choosing between well, anything really. There was just some choices that needed to be made in the past, but maybe perhaps it's still affecting you currently. What is above Pile number 1 in August. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is a relationship that continues to grow closer. There's a need for forgiveness or a positive resolution of a conflict. So this is generally, it's funny because this is basically 2 soulmate cards. And again, I know not all of you are asking about love, but what it is, it's about having a conflict resolution. So maybe there was a situation where it doesn't matter if it's love, doesn't matter if it's work, there's been a little bit of conflict, you've had to make a bit of a decision, there were some tough choices in your life, and some of you, it's obviously a love choice with perhaps a soulmate. As I said, we do have a king and queen on the cards here. Maybe your decision is, you know, what should we do? And you're going to get victory in this, okay? And like I say, it may be challenging, this new start. It's almost like I'm getting a false start with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like maybe perhaps there's just like or maybe you feel like you're not really too sure. You've been stabbed in the back before and you're a little bit concerned or you're a little bit worried. But whatever it is, there's going to be victory, okay? As I said, whatever choices you had to make, I think you're going to make that choice in the month of August. And there's going to be a positive resolution. Maybe perhaps there's been fighting, maybe perhaps there's been, 2 people who, and 2 of water doesn't have to be soulmate cards. It can be lovers, it can be 2 people who are just, coming in together in partnership. It can be, you and your friend, or maybe you and, could be your children, could be anything. Whatever conflict you've been having with someone, if there's been some kind of fight or some kind of upset, and there was a need for someone to forgive someone, in the month of August, you could probably find, you will get clarity on that, or you'll find some kind of resolution and again have victory. Okay, so what's coming in for pile number 1 that they don't know? What is coming in? What is hidden that pile number 1 does not know for the month of August? Right, 8 of fire. Right, so events start to move at a fast pace. Delays are now over, many things happening at once. And that's maybe the whole thing. Maybe things start to snap off. Maybe you've had to deal with a lot of decisions. You've been weighed down. You've had to make these choices. You've been quite focused, on something. You've had to do something. You have a lot of fears in doing something, perhaps. But there's a new beginning here, guys. There's a new start for you. It's something that's more passionate, something that's a lot more creative, perhaps, for some of you. It could be a new creative job, or, there's a lot of things about confidence and creativity. There's a lot of passion. 8 of fire, Queen of fire, King of fire, all really passionate cards. And I think we even have 6 of fire there, okay? So a lot of passion, a lot of creativity for the month of August for pile number 1s. I mean, even with this card, you can see it's like fireworks going off, lots of fantastic lights, things, moving forward in your life. Whatever it is that you've been working on, whether it's emotional working, manifesting, whatever it is, or if you've physically been working, you're going to see things move for you, okay? Things are going to take off, and you're really going to feel this real passionate, divine month, really, if I have to be honest. Good start. I think it's a great pile. Okay, so where's your power this month? Where will your power be this month? For pile number 1. And yeah, I mean, like I said, this is not really a love reading, but if you're looking for love, the 8 of fire can very much be a card of communication. Maybe perhaps there's some communication that needs to happen between you and a soulmate, some forgiveness. Perhaps there's an apology. This is also the apology card, apology coming out of the blue. This could be you giving an apology, them coming with an apology, but there's some kind of apology. Maybe you're quite scared because of being stabbed in the back previously. Maybe they feel stabbed in the back. I mean, please take whatever resonates. We're all in different situations, but there will be victory and things, there will be some kind of conclusion. So you've got another 2 cards coming out. So again, I think there's different people with different scenarios here. So we've got the Six of Water, and what is that? That's the reunion card. Okay, so that's if there's someone you've been wanting to reunite with, maybe perhaps someone from your past. And this, again, it could be a friendship that maybe perhaps you had a massive fight and you haven't been speaking in years. It could be family members that you haven't spoken to in years. Or it could be, again, this is another soulmate card. Okay, so there's a lot of soulmate energy here. And there could be, issues regarding children here, perhaps for some of you, dealing with memories from a childhood situation. But you basically have the power in this situation because you need to manifest it, okay? Or you need to understand that you have the ability in the situation to take it wherever you need it to be, okay? With the Magician card here, this basically says you hold a lot of the power within the situation. If you want to make it happen, you need to go for it, okay? It's not going to happen just by sitting back, whether it's a physical, movement, or whether it's communication that needs to happen. It's not going to happen if you just sit on your ass, okay? So that's where your power is in the situation. And even if it's just using your manifestation skills and tools, but remember, you can't just sit back and think about something, expect it to happen. There's got to be a sense of taking action, taking charge of the situation. Right, what is surrounding my pile number ones? What is surrounding pile number one right now? What is surrounding pile number one? What is surrounding pile number one? Okay, so King of Earth, right? So a lot of success is coming for you. You got the Midas touch. Opportunities are offered, generous. So it looks like it doesn't matter if you're asking about love, doesn't matter if you're asking about life in general. There's a lot of this is another king here. A lot of, again, passionate situations. It could be a passionate relationship. The King of Earth is solid. So what's around you is solid stuff. Okay, so it's a job opportunity that's maybe coming in, and this is quite solid. Maybe you've had a bit of wishy-washy situations. Maybe you've, financially, your finances are going up and down and all around, and you've worked really hard and you've been quite, passionate about your work or your career, whatever it is, and things just not working out for you. Things are going to start moving for you. So August is a good month for that. And what's surrounding you is more solid energy. So the King of Earth he's a solid, grounded person, okay? He's practical, he's professional, he's generous and responsible. So that's all very grounded, really great energies, okay? If it's a love question, then what's surrounding you in this is a solid relationship, a relationship that again, it's soulmate relationship. It's grounded, it's practical, it's generous. This is someone, or situation where you two can really create something that's grounded. It's, again, I can't picture it more other than solid. There's even a bit of a rainbow. There's a rainbow there. So it's literally, it's passion. I mean, we've got all these real sexy time. You guys might be sending off fireworks out there. But it's passionate. It's really amazing. Okay, I think there's no need for this fear, really. But let's get into your fears. So what fear has pile number one got about everything? Maybe you just feel like it's too good to be true because everything is just going for you this month. And I think you're just so scared. Five of Earth, what did I say? Fear. Fears surrounding money, fears surrounding uncertainty, fears surrounding love, being left out in the cold. You're so scared you're going to be left out in the cold. Don't, pile number one, please don't let your fears, whatever's happened in the past is the past. This is a new beginning, okay? Don't allow your fears to hold you back, because this for me is, again, this is solid, it's victory, it's passionate, okay? It's yeah, definitely all go, okay? And then what is the outcome? What is the outcome for pile number one? What is the outcome? Whoops. Okay, more fire. Passionate, what did I say? Restless, adventurous, passionate. Okay, sudden events that need immediate attention. Time is of essence. Think things through carefully. Okay, so maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit, I want to clarify that. Please talk to me about this Knight of Fire, because the Knight of Fire is very much a wishy-washy energy again. And maybe this is you, maybe you pull back the reins and you start sabotaging this a little bit. So let's just see, what is this Knight of Fire? Because, the Knight of Fire is very much, all driven in, but they rush in and then they rush out. What did I say about sabotaging energy? Look at this. Oh my gosh. And at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Rods. Head over heart, over a wish fulfillment. Okay, so pile number one, be very careful here, okay? Be careful that you don't go and flip this situation upside down, okay? Or if it's not you, be careful your person doesn't flip the situation upside down because of fear, because this is a wish fulfillment. This is what you're wanting, okay? But it's almost like, again, it's this fear of being left out. So someone here is very scared, okay? And it can be the fact that, you've been given this job and you've been given this opportunity or this career, whatever it is, and you are just so fearful that you may sabotage the situation. You're dealing with a head over heart. Your head says go in and your heart says not. I've been burnt. I've been stabbed in the back so many times, I don't know if I can do this. So please be aware. Can I please have some advice for pile number ones? And if it's not you and your person, it says take charge of the situation. Your person may be so scared that they may try to, and it's got your trust. Okay, so I really feel like this very interesting here. I really feel like you are the person who, feels like you're trying to get away from something, or you don't trust this person, and so you might self-sabotage, okay? I might be wrong. Let's get a love question here for those people that this is a love situation. What is happening with pile number one in this situation? If it's love related, what is the question here? What is going on? It says it's safe for you to love. Okay, there could be a past life relationship that's involved and you need to maybe heal some stuff from the past. And then we've got you deserve love. Okay, so pile number one, I'm going to say to you, look, you can trust the situation. You need to take charge of the situation, but just be careful that you don't try and self-sabotage the situation in whatever way or form that it comes in. Because you don't really want to ruin something that's possibly going to make you very happy. Maybe you feel like it's too passionate, maybe you feel like it's going too fast, then try and pull down the reins and talk to your person. The best way to, deal with a situation is to talk openly and talk honestly. Because this is very much a soulmate relationship. You don't really want to be running away or ruining something that's, at the end of the day, is your wish fulfillment. Okay? So just be aware of that. There's a lot of good things coming for you to just, don't go and think that you're not lovable or you don't deserve love. It says it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive to the highest energy of all. Anyway, that's what I have for you, pile number one, and I'll chat to you soon. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number two. This is going to be your reading. Okay, so I haven't chosen any cards, as you can see, so we're just going to shuffle. I might get some cards afterwards. Let's just see how we go. I will get a love message for you as well. Anyway, so for pile number two, what is for pile number two the main theme? Four of Fire. Okay, contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Okay, so that's obviously a nice card, a nice start. Okay, so, all the words that I've just used. This is also the halfway to marriage card. It's the moving in with each other card. It's the twin flame card. It's the 1111, which is also the twin flame. So you could be dealing with any of those circumstances. Either which way, there's contentment, peace, abundance, and a project that will be happy and successful completion. So it's all positive, really positive, good start to the month. Okay, so let's try and see what energies are going to cross you. What's going to be an obstacle for pile number 2 for the month of August? Pile number 2, August. Okay, so you have got the 3 of Earth. So the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and be a team player. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, when I'm not too sure about a card, I'm going to clarify for you. What you might find, you got 2 extra cards here, so these might be clarity on its own. So it's basically working together as a team. So whether it's in a home situation, maybe perhaps there's a bit of challenges around coming together as a team. It could be at work, where teamwork is just going to be quite important, but it's a bit of a challenge, okay? There could be something you're trying to manifest. Could be resources, could be money, could be something to help you in this situation, okay? Someone from your past may be able to help you, or you could be reminiscing back to a past situation. But I'm going to do a bit of a clarification on this. Just clarify this 3 of Earth as a challenge. How is this 3 of Earth going to be a challenge for my pile number 2s? You know, like I say, there definitely could be reminiscing or looking back to a past situation, a past person or whatever, and trying to see how you maybe perhaps weren't working together as a team, or someone who is better that you can work together as a team in order to help you through, or someone from your past could definitely come in. Okay, so you got a head over heart matter. Okay, and you got the Hanged Man, and you got the Sun card. So this is obviously a situation where you're wanting happiness, but in order to get happiness, there needs to be a head over heart matter. So in other words, getting to the heart of the matter, I think, is going to be the challenge in order to find a happy solution. Okay, the Hangman is saying that you know, you're having to see something from a different perspective. You can't carry on seeing something from perhaps your way or your old ways of being. Okay, in order to bring about a teamwork, there may be just trying to see the other person's point of view, and trying to work this out. Okay, and again, it could be maybe perhaps something to do with the past. So there could be issues regarding children. There could be something to do with your childhood or your history that might come in that could perhaps help you with this challenge. It could be maybe perhaps you sit too much in the past and you're not able to sit in the present. Okay, manifestation will definitely help you. Okay, so whatever it is, whatever challenges you're getting, as I said, we're somehow working together as a team. Try and remember your head over heart. Maybe try and get more into the heart space, and try to work from it from a, let's try and find a happy outcome and a happy solution, and try and see those circumstances or the other persons or people you're dealing with, whether it's again at work, at home, from a more, I'm also getting from a more childlike perspective. You know, as you can see, children, you know, they see life in a really enchanting, happy, magical way. You know, they don't know how to play, you know, silly games or things like that. Their emotions are raw, and trying to see things from a child's perspective, or try to see things from a children perspective, sometimes allows you to just to see things, you know, hang upside down. There may also be some kind of the head over heart or heart matter. So perhaps, for example, there is a love situation. So I'm trying to pertain to both, so we can see in all ways, because we have got possible twin flames. head over heart and balancing up the situation. There may be perhaps a twin flame where you're wanting to come together in order to work together on a situation. Okay, this could be the fact because there might be children involved in the circumstances. You may be too much in your head and too little into your heart. There may be some sacrifices that have to come up and some sacrifices that need to happen in order for this situation to come together. Okay, so this may not just be you sacrificing, but your person may have to sacrifice something in order for this situation to work. Okay, so teamwork will be a challenge, but just look at seeing different perspectives, trying to balance the head and heart energy, trying to manifest and look to the past to perhaps find, or to children, to perhaps find some kind of solution. Okay, what is beneath my pile number 2s? Okay, so Ace of Air. So there's some kind of situation where you need to see the truth of the situation in a challenging beginning. And that's exactly what I'm getting. So maybe perhaps there was a challenge in the situation, whether it's, again, something to do with the home, something to do with a marriage, something to do with a love situation, a twin flame situation. There was a challenging beginning, and there's new ideas that are happening and forming around you. However, it's a matter of seeing things from a truth. There's many truths, and so it doesn't matter what your circumstances are, something to do with the home or the home life or working together as a team, sees every single person in that situation, try to see where they're coming from, why they felt the way that they have, and it's about sitting down and trying to find a happy outcome or happy solution. Okay, so there's some kind of truth that's possibly going to come through, pretty soon, that will probably help you understand what needs to change, or what sacrifices perhaps need to happen in order to bring about a good solution. Right, what is the past pertaining to the situation? And we've got 2 things here. So we've got, okay, so for those of you who are asking about love, then you're asking about a soulmate situation. Okay, and again, you see a positive resolution of of conflict and forgiveness. So there may have been a situation from the past where this is Mr. Wishy-Washy, so Mr. Wishy-Washy perhaps, and if this is love, it doesn't have to be. So this is basically a situation where, events, it's got a sudden event that immediate attention, time is of the essence, think things carefully. Someone who's passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Okay, King of Fire. Knight of Fire, sorry, not a king, knight. So this is what we call Mr. Wishy-Washy, and this is someone who rides on all passionately, enjoys the passion of the night, but, the minute things get too serious, they kind of run on out of there. And so this doesn't matter whether it's love, it's a situation where 2 people, be it friends, be it family, be it whatever situation, work situation, where someone was too fleety, someone was not as committed or committal to the situation as what they should have been. They may have come up with these passionate ideas. This is someone who, that they're quite restless, and they love the adventure. So, even in a new job, this person's all passionate when they start a new career, but the minute things start to become too settled and too boring, this person starts becoming restless, and, they kind of want to find the nearest exit. Okay, so again, this could be a friendship, this could be a partnership, whatever it is, a situation, someone in that situation is not being a team player, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so take that as that resonates for you. Right, what is above pile number 2 in the month of August? Nine of Earth. Right, time to buckle things, time to get buckled down, spending time alone, and stressful successful self-employment. So basically, your main purpose in the month of August is really and truly about working on your financial situation. Okay, it doesn't matter what your situation is, whether you're single, And if you are single and you've just come out of a Mr. Wishy-washy love situation, then your job for the month of August is to actually work on your independence, okay? Whether it's working literally independently by yourself for a while, you know, before you can come into a teamwork, if that makes any sense, or whether it's working on your finances, working on making yourself feel better about yourself, working on your self-love, going out and perhaps even enjoying a little bit of life's luxuries, okay? So those are quite important for you for August. Right, and it's also, like I say, you know, for, you know, if it's a love situation, if you cannot be happy alone, you cannot be happy in a relationship, okay? Because then you are waiting for your person to complete you, okay? And then perhaps, I mean, this can even be you. You might be this Knight of Fire. You might be this Mr. Wishy-washy or Miss Wishy-washy, where you perhaps jump out of a situation when things get too tight, or you know, you're in and out and you're not really too sure what it is that you're wanting. Then majority of the time it's because of lack of self-love and lack of needing to be alone. So you get into the passion of the moment, and then when things start getting too stressful or too tense, you kind of bolt and you self-sabotage the situation because you have no faith in yourself, and you have no faith in the fact that you can actually do it. Okay, so again, take whatever resonates. Right, so what don't you see coming in August? What is coming that you don't see? Right, okay, King of Air, right. So this is being very professional. The King of Air is very impartial. It's quite professional. It's someone who's very diplomatic. This is someone who speaks their mind with confidence. This is perhaps you need to go and seek out professional advice. And you need to balance your mental and emotional situations. Okay, so this could be perhaps someone that comes in that you don't see coming in, perhaps in the near future. This is an air sign, or you know, and the personality is someone who's very brilliant, someone who's very intelligent, someone who's very impartial. They see things from both sides of the fence, someone who's extremely diplomatic and extremely professional, okay? They could, you know, again, help you to give you advice, or this is you stepping into this kind of energies, okay? Being able to speak your mind with confidence. You know, this is someone who's extremely honest, sometimes a little bit blunt, because their main aim is to be honest and not beat around the bush, which is kind of what we want. I mean, you know, we don't sometimes like the person or like what the person has to say, but at least you know where you stand with the person like this, because, you know, kings and queens of airs, they don't take shit, okay? They're people who stand within their power. What they say is what they do, and I would rather have someone be blunt and honest with me and know where I stand than have Mr. Wishy-washy, who is flighty in and out, pretending to be something that they're not. Okay, so just kind of throwing that out there. So that's what's coming in that you don't see. And as I said, it's either you stepping up to a going from Mr. Wishy-washy to a king energy, or it's about having a situation that was in and out and not knowing where you stood or what's going on, and finding something a lot more solid, a lot more grounded, okay, a lot more truthful and honest and professional. Okay, so that also could be a job, it could be anything, partnership. Okay, so where's your power in your circumstances? You know, Page of Earth, right? So with the Page of Earth, it's you may need to learn some more. Okay, so if this is a job or wanting to earn more money, whatever it is, you're needing to be patient and you're needing to learn. So there might be some kind of new studies that you have to come across. Perhaps you need to go out and look for a new course. Perhaps you're needing to just do, you know, additional courses online. Perhaps, you know, you can find a lot of these little mini courses just to help you out. Or you're needing to learn more about money. Maybe you're needing to learn how to manifest money. You know, the page of Earth is very much learning about the financial realms and learning, you know, how do rich people act, and what do rich people do? How do people become wealthy? How do people become very good businessmen? You know, what do I need to do? Okay. In any other situation in your life, perhaps if it's a love situation, then you're needing to learn perhaps patience. You're needing to learn to become independent, I think, as well as be dependable, so that people know that they can depend on you. That is, if of course you are Mr. Wishy-washy. Okay, and you know, again, it's about being honest. And if you think that you have been Mr. or Miss Wishy-washy, then you need to become more dependable. People need to know that you are this king and you're no longer this knight that's going to ride out of their lives. People need to know in jobs as well that you are solid, you are professional, and you're not going to let them down when they're really needing you. Okay, so, you know, it doesn't matter what relationships you're dealing with here, whether it's love, business relationships, friendships, whatever. People need to know that they can count on you. Okay, so if this is you, then please understand that this is where the message is coming from. And you needing to understand why you are not someone who's dependable. Why do you run in and out of situations? Okay, and like I said, otherwise it's learning about money, learning about how you can increase your profits. Okay, so what is surrounding you in the month of August? Woo. Okay, so we got two cards here. So we've got Five of Water, and Knight of Water. So a lot of emotions surround you. Okay, there's a lot of things not turning out the way you had hoped, not seeing the truth of the situation again, you know, all the positives in the situation, crying over spilt milk. So there's things in your life that you feel like you've lost. There's things in your life that you feel like you can't seem to get back. You really want it back, but you can't. And Spirit is saying, there's not a whole lot you can do except for learn from the situation, learn why you lost it in the first place. Okay, it might mean, okay, with the Knight of Water, that you need to become or learn, you know, more about becoming emotionally romantic, or maybe you need to learn about being more enthusiastic. Okay, there could be the need to just balance your emotions more. For some of you, it could be someone coming towards you that's romantic, someone that's coming towards you that's quite enthusiastic and contemplative, okay? And you might even find that you might be falling in love, or there's a lot of romance around you, okay? You may be invited to some social events, and maybe perhaps you're someone who doesn't always see what's right in front of them because you're too busy looking at the things that you've lost, okay? Again, especially if you had dealt with the Mr. Wishy-washy or Miss Wishy-washy. So therefore, you may not accept or realize that this romantic situation is around you, okay? If it's not a romantic situation at all, then, you know, there just may be the need to balance your emotions and, you know, again, not see all the things that you've lost in your life, and try and put more focus on what's in front of you, what you do have. Again, it's about sacrifices, what sacrifices need to be made. How do you balance your head and your heart? How do you see different people's perspectives, different, you know, why people act the way they do, why people do the things that they do, okay? Because it's important in order to grow as a human being. Oops. Okay, so bear with me. Your hopes and fears is just an illusion, pile number 2, okay? You feel like you're trapped in a situation. You don't feel like you can take action towards something. You feel like there's just no self-confidence, okay? That is all in your head, okay? The original card, the 8 of Air, really has a woman who is trapped with all these swords. In fact, I will find you the card as I'm talking. So this is about a woman who's trapped on her, in her, you know, with all these swords around her, and she's blindfolded, and she's, you know, she thinks that she's trapped in this, or locked away in this kind of castle, okay? But really and truly, it's just the mind. So I'm trying to find this card pretty quickly. At the end of the day, it's really and truly saying to you that you're not trapped in this situation. See, there's the original Eight of Swords. See how she's got swords all the way around her, but what you don't see is that there's a little bit of space between that sword and that sword. And you probably find that her hands are bound and tied, you know, to a situation. She could probably wriggle out of those. That's not very tight around her. And then all she has to do is take off the blindfold, and then she can see that there's a way out, okay? So what Spirit is saying is, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what you seem to think you're tied and bound to, there's always a way out. You just need to find the way out, okay? You need to take off the blindfolds. You need to be honest with yourself. You're needing to, as I said, there's something new. This is your power. Again, let's go back to your power in your circumstances. There's something you need to learn, whether it's, again, learning to become successful. Maybe it's the learning to be more patient. Maybe you need to learn to be more dependable, or self-dependent on yourself. But there's something that, or an area of that you can learn in order to get these challenges, which is, again, remembering your challenge being the Three of Pentacles, meaning you're battling to work together or to come together as a teamwork in some circumstances, okay? So just have a look at where your power is within these circumstances, and you'll find that there's a way out, okay? Your final outcome, you got two cards. You got the Seven of Earth, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Again, unnecessary worry. Okay, there's no need for you to be all stressed and tied up and feel exhausted. You've worked very hard, okay, on something in your life. You've put a lot of energy and effort into this situation. So there's no need for you to worry, okay? And you've got your Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic and tireless, okay? Events that correct great speed take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. So again, there's a creative solution that's in front of you. You just need to take the blindfold off. As I said, there may be a little bit of learning that has to happen. There's a little bit of honesty that needs to come in, being a bit more impartial, trying to see people from a different light, trying to see things from their perspective. There may be a little bit of sacrifices that needs to be done in order to get a final solution to your problem. But it's not a massive problem. It's unnecessary worry. You don't need to get stuck all in your head and get already stressed out, okay? Try and see perhaps the romantic side of life, because there is romance around you. There is love around you. Don't look at what's gone. Try and look at what's still there. Try and figure out how you can talk, how you can act, what you need to do. You know, talk to the right people around you, whether it's a loved one or whether it's a whatever. And just say, you know, how can we work through this? Okay, the solution will come up. So it will come for you, and it will come for you quite quickly. Stay determined. Don't give up. Okay, that's what it's saying. So there could be religious factors, you know, affecting your love life. Maybe you or your person are from a different spiritual background or a different religion, or they believe one religious things and you are another. Again, don't forget to try and don't get so stuck up in your own views, and try and see it from their perspective. I'm going to get one more on that one. Love, query for those asking for love for pile number 2s. New love. Okay, what did I say? There is romance around you. Or this is a new beginning for some of you. So if it's a twin flame, for example, because you have got a soulmate and you've got a twin flame in there. If it's a twin flame, then again, remember twin flames, we trigger each other a lot. So that you need to understand there is some kind of new. So it doesn't mean that you have to be with your twin flame, but it does mean that there is some new circumstances or new situation that's, oh my God, how funny is that? I'm a little bit blown, actually. Okay, so pile number 2. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit taken back. Okay, you sorry, I just, you're dealing with your twin flame, okay? And so, you know, your twin flame may be, okay, so with the religious factors, one of you is definitely probably dealing with a bit of an ascension process. Google that to understand what I'm talking about. So they are dealing with this push and pull, which is, again, you've got a knight of fire, you have got a knight of air, you have got this king of air. So one of you, that could be you, it could be one of you, has to go from Mr. Wishy-Washy to Mr. Dependable, okay? And one of you having to learn a lot from the circumstances. There is a lot of love here, but in order for you guys to come together as a team or as a marriage or as a partnership, whatever it is, in order for this relationship to work, it does mean that both parties need to ascend to a higher level, okay? It means you need to let go and you needing to see the other person's perspective, but at the same time, you needing to surrender to change. You need to surrender. You cannot be, or your person cannot be Mr. Wishy-Washy. It's not going to work out. You have to be a king. You cannot be a knight. A king is a leader in their life. A king is someone who ascends to a higher level. If you're going to be Mr. Wishy-Washy, or your person's Mr. Wishy-Washy, then the situation's not going to work out, okay? Yes, I can understand, especially if you have put a lot of work and energy into this relationship. I mean, those that of you are in a relationship, so this is the love part of the thing, then of course, you know, you want the situation to work out. But it takes both of you, and both of you might have to look at each other's, see things from each other's perspective. Both of you having to, maybe there's some forgiveness that needs to happen, you know, depending on what, especially Mr. Wishy-Washy. If this person was in and out, flighty, and promised things and never ever came to their promises, then this person probably needs to come forward with some kind of apology, and, you know, let you know, or if you, Mr. Wishy, you know, take whatever resonates what I'm trying to say. But there's definitely, you know, some kind of ascension process. The knight has to become the king, you know, and you know, if you are not the person who's Mr. Wishy-Washy, then you need to just carry on working on yourself, work on your money, work on your finances, learn your lessons from this person. Again, twin flames are here to just mirror image each other. We're here to trigger each other in order to push each other to be better people. We push each other to become the best people that we possibly can, so that we can reunite with each other, okay? So for those of you who have chosen pile number 2, this is a twin flame relationship. You're not stressed. Let it go. You carry on working on you. Learn from the circumstances. If you have been the Mr. Wishy-Washy, then you need to learn and try and figure out why you are like that, and how you can become more dependable, how you can become a little bit more professional, and you can become a better person for your twin flame, so that you can be a better partner to them. Wow, that was probably the longest I've ever done for a reading. So pile number 2, gosh, I hope this resonated, and if it does, let me know and I'll chat to you soon. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 3. My pile number 2 was quite a long one. Hopefully this one isn't as intense and as long, but anyway, let's get into it. Okay guys, so as you can see, no cards on the table. I'm just going to start shuffling. I'm going to get into all your energies as much as I possibly can, and your ones are jumping out at me before I can even get there. Right, you are the Empress. Doesn't matter, male or female, doesn't matter. This is about being someone who can lavish themselves in abundance. You're giving birth to your dreams, and you're going to be nurturing yourself and others. Okay, so this is your basic theme for the month of August. So far, it looks like a brilliant month, if I have to be honest. Sorry, this is a bit flashing, I don't know why. Okay, so far it's a brilliant month by the looks of things. Let's hope your one is just as good. So pile number 3, what challenges will pile number 3 get? So again, you know, the Empress is, I mean, from a divine feminine sense, she is the most powerful being as in, you know, she steps into her power. So again, this is not gender specific. If you're a male, take it from a male's perspective, but this is about someone who steps into their power. This is someone who is abundant. She is the mother of mothers. She is the cook of cooks. She is the goddess. You know, the empress it belongs with an emperor. Okay, so just to put you out there, this is not someone who is low down or needs to take shit from other people, is basically it. So it's not pompous, because she's just, you know, the most beautiful, caring, wonderful female. So again, it doesn't matter male or female. This is just about the energies that you will be dealing with in the month of August. Right. And if you're not that kind of a person, then it's time for you to step up into that kind of role, if that makes any sense. Okay. Right. What is challenges of this pile number 3 going to have? Okay, so your challenges is the Ace of Earth. Okay, so you may have a lot of challenges with the inflow of abundance. Okay, so there's some kind of business venture or some kind of important documents or contracts that you need to sign. Now, I am clarifying the challenges so that we have a better understanding of the challenges and know how to work through them. So I just want 3 cards to clarify, because, you know, you've got a lot of lavished abundance, and then you've got challenges when it comes to abundance. So the High Priestess, the Fool. Let me just get one more. Fights. Okay. So surrounding perhaps a new financial offer. So this could be a new job, perhaps a new offer that's coming in that could perhaps be quite good. As I said, it could be business documents. You could be signing new contracts this month. Something that's going to be good. The challenge is taking the risk. Okay, you are perhaps got some kind of conflict coming in. So there may be someone, like for example, if you've got a job offer or a increase in your salary or a you could be signing some kind of contract. Okay, whatever it is, there is someone that could be trying to come take what's yours. Okay, so just be aware of that. There's a bit of conflict. There's a bit of possible, like I said, rivalry. And that's why it's becoming a challenge. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is that you need to take a leap of faith in this situation. Okay, you're needing to use your intuition here on how to guide you through these circumstances. Okay, so it's not like your money's going to be a challenge. It just means that someone is going to try and basically steal your thunder. Okay, in this new offer, in this new situation, that's some kind of commitment or some kind of financial money. And you just asked to just take a leap of faith. You may have to take a bit of a risk. So there may be a bit of a risk with this circumstances. And Spirit is saying, whatever you do, make sure you're using your intuition, because that is what will guide you through how you can deal with this as a challenge. Okay, so take that as that resonates, however that resonates for you. Okay, so, oh, my word. Okay. See, even sometimes doing these readings can be a challenge because things are just thrown all over the place. Maybe someone's going to be throwing their toys out their cart, trying to come, you know, I'm always just sensing this brat who just throws their toys right out of their cart because they just trying to come between you and your situation. Anyway, okay, what is beneath my pile number 3s for the month of August? Okay, Tower card, yeah. So there's a change in your circumstances. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it could be a contract. I mean, that could really be anything. Okay, the Tower card doesn't mean things are going to come crashing down. It just means that what's no longer serving you will be taken away to be replaced with something better. Okay, it means that there's going to be a sudden change. Okay, it can be a positive sudden change. People think the Tower card is always bad. No, it just means that it's something that catches you off by surprise. Okay. It could be time to spread your wings. It could be a powerful revelation. So you could get this download, this high priestess. Remember, the high priestess is someone who's highly spiritual. She is highly intuitive. She's a psychic. She's very connected to the heavens. So you could actually get a powerful revelation for some, okay? And this could be a powerful revelation on how to, move around perhaps a financial circumstances or a situation that you find challenging, okay? But it's a significant life event. So this is a massive event that's going to lead to change, okay? So it could be the fact of you might come into something that you may feel conflicted about, but if you use your psychic abilities, you'll be able to navigate yourself through these circumstances, and you might have to take a bit of a risk. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Right, what is the past pertaining to pile number 3? What is the past pertaining to pile number 3? Nine of water. Okay, so your wishes coming true, concerns fade away. So I think whatever your wishes are in the past, they're starting to come true. Spirit wants me to clarify the Tower card. Okay, so we're going to clarify the Tower card, please. Spirit, give me 3 cards to clarify what is this Tower card for pile number 3. So pile number 3. Wow, okay, so again, this is about intuition. And I think that's just, intuition, wishes coming true. Wow, how's that? Okay, so it's all positive. I think August is actually going to be a really powerful month. Okay. So again, this is about you using your intuition. Okay, you are going to have to, this is, the Queen of Swords is very much the Queen of Air. She is very much the very honest, the very truthful, straightforward, to the point kind of woman. Okay, this is someone who knows her power. She knows where she stands in life, and she refuses to take anything but, she holds that sword in front of her. She will cut out people and cut out places from anyone and anything that tries to get in her way. Okay, and this is basically where I think you're needing to be. These circumstances that are coming towards you, you're going to have to use your intuition, because there's something that's perhaps hidden from you. Okay, and look how that's a tower, and look, you've got castles. So you're kind of needing to be the queen of your castle in this circumstances. Again, with the Empress, remember we started off with the Empress. The Empress is the queen of a castle. I'm sure I actually said this when I started off. This is someone who, the Queen of Swords and the Empress, they're both queens within their rights. And this too, the queen does not bow down to a peasant. She stands in her truth. She's honest. She, as you can see, she's quite a serious-faced woman. It's not about not being loving and compassionate. It's just she's hard. This is a hard woman, She understands her stuff in life. And the moon, we're going through a full moon right now, so that could also be quite relevant right now. But the moon's very much about being very intuitive. The moon is very... It's hidden. We can't see very much at nighttime, but the moon does cast a certain amount of light through the darkness. And so this circumstances that you're going through is saying there may be things that are hidden from you, okay? This conflict. But if you use your intuition, there is hope, okay? You may have to be a little bit vulnerable and take a bit of a risk. But as long as you stand in your power and be honest and know who you are, you will get through this, okay? This change will happen. Okay, so I was just following. I just had this need to come and clarify the card, and so that's what I've done. So back to the Nine of Water. Okay, so whatever your wishes have been, okay, you might start to see them coming to fruition in August, or if not, probably shortly after that. Okay, it's saying that your concerns will start to fade away at least. Okay, I'm really seeing a lot of positives and abundance. Okay, we are also going into spring in the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, of course, you're going into autumn. Okay, so a time of harvest, times of new beginnings. Okay, what is above pile number 3 in the month of... Okay, so we have got 2 cards here. We have got the victory card. Victory, good news is on its way, either perhaps getting public recognition or some kind of award. Okay, so again, this victory, this good news, this stuff that's coming through for you is something that perhaps there's some kind of contract or something that's going to make you quite victorious and quite happy. Okay, you've also got this unity card. This is Archangel Sandalphon. Traditional viewpoints, or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors or like-minded friends. There's a lot of cards here on intuition. Okay, you've got the High Priestess, you've got the Moon card, and this is also this is the Priest. So that's the High Priestess, this is the High Priest. Okay, this is about spiritual organizations. And so you might, for example, perhaps have some kind of spiritual download. Maybe your psychic intuition's really kicking in the month of August. You will start to perhaps figure out your purpose in life. You may be trying to start some kind of spiritual business, or you may be starting your path on a spiritual awakening perhaps. Whatever's happening, you're going to have a lot of victory. You may perhaps be, also starting your own TikTok channel or YouTube channel, or starting something where you will start to get public recognition, or perhaps, people will start to see and have more faith in what you are doing. Okay, so you could very much have a lot of psychic abilities coming in for those of you who are tuned into that. Or like I say, something that's going to take you closer to your spirituality in all senses. I mean, this is actually, if you look at that, you have got Jewish faith, you have got yin and yang, you have got the Hindu faith, you have got the Ankh, so you've got Muslim, you have got Christians. So, this is really having a lot of the different religions, a lot of the different faiths coming together. And so it doesn't matter what you believe in spiritually or religiously. It's about you stepping up into your beliefs, okay, and having some good news coming in and having victory again, with your wishes, with your financial situation, etc. Okay, what does pile number 3 not see coming? What do they not see coming when it comes to the month of August? The 3 of Earth, right? So this is a unity in some way. This is the team player. Okay, so you don't see. This is the time to come together. Okay, so you might be forming some kind of partnership. Okay, something that will help you work together with different people. It could be coming together with like-minded people in order to bring about perhaps a spiritual community again. Something that's gonna, teamwork is going to be obviously important. Okay, and you'd obviously, it's a positive sign. It's also the 3 of Earth is also someone receiving rewards, receiving recognition as well. So yeah, there's definitely recognition. People, this one's someone's plaque. So in other words, getting your name written on an altar, for example, or receiving, like a plaque that you can sometimes put up in a church, or you sometimes get it, at schools. So it's also very much about being recognized, finally being recognized for who you are, finally being recognized for the work that you've done within a situation, even if it's in a love situation, someone recognizing you as a good person to team up with. I have to say, so far, I haven't seen any love cards in pile number 3, but I see more financial and spiritual, but, we'll see. So what does pile number 3, where's the power that pile number 3 has in their circumstances for this month? I will pull some love cards, though. I'm just saying that I don't see much love so far. It doesn't mean that there is no love in your life. Okay. The power. What power does pile number 3 have in their circumstances for the month of August? Right, so you've got the 8 of air. So for a card stating your power in it, your power is to get out of your head, okay? To stop being stressed and to see the truth. Again, using your intuition to get you out of this. I pulled this card, I think it was pile number 2 got this card up in their hopes and fears. And with you, it's where your power lies. So your power is in taking action. Your power is having more self-confidence. Your power is seeing the illusions, okay? The moon's also the illusion card, you know, because it feels like a bit of an illusion. So your power is very much in line with knowing what the truth is and where the truth lies, and seeing the illusions of where they are, and maybe perhaps helping others as well, but recognizing the fact that you are not stuck, okay? You know, especially, again, in a work situation where they may just be coming together. As I said, there's a larger project. I mean, again, the 3 of Pentacles is perhaps a larger project or something where, you know, the more you're coming together with other people, you know, you've all got different skills, you've all got different talents. And if you use different people's skills and different people's talents, you can then get out of the situation. But you have got the power to see past that. Okay, so again, using your intuition is going to be important to help you. What is surrounding pile number 3 for the month of August? 10 of fire. Okay, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot of burden around you. There could be stress-related health concerns with people around you. Life seems very out of balance. So now this doesn't necessarily mean it's your life. It just means that life may feel very out of balance, and that's why it's important to be a team player, you know, or to be spiritual and using all of that. So, you know, you may be trying to, maybe you're a bit of a workaholic, or maybe perhaps you've been working too hard and you haven't been spending enough time on your spirituality. Maybe perhaps you have other things going on and there's just too much going on. This is also a card of, you know, number 10 is the ending, you know, so there's a new cycle that kind of starts. It's about rising up above the challenges. Okay, so again, there could be a lot of challenges around you. There's a lot of stress around you. Maybe there's a lot of, you know, burdens, and you hearing, you know, this doesn't necessarily, it impacts you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's in your direct path. So it can be in your city, it can be in your workplace, it could be in your country. Okay, a lot of burdens, a lot of heartache, a lot of stress, and you know, you just kind of having to again navigate yourself out of these circumstances. Your hopes and fears. Here's the 10 of earth. Well, maybe perhaps you fear for your financial security. Maybe perhaps your hope is to be more financially secure. Okay, it's finding the magic in the little things in life. At the bottom of the deck, we have got the 6 of earth, and I've been drawn to it. So there may be the fact, like, for example, with your challenges, I'm going right back, you may come into money, perhaps. Okay, it could be some kind of inheritance. And maybe perhaps there's fights. Again, as I said, there is a new financial beginning starting for you. So whether it's a new job offer, whether it's a winning the lottery, whether it's a increase in your, you know, finances, or getting a bit of a bonus, you've obviously got these hopes. But with the 6 of earth, there's perhaps, as I said, gifts of money, time or effort, and new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. So I think, again, there's a lot of finances in this pile, and there's an increase in the finances, but there's obviously a challenge to this somehow, okay? And you're having to find or navigate your way out of a stressful circumstances that perhaps there's fighting or conflict. You know, whenever there's a death or there's any kind of inheritance, there's always fighting and having to just navigate your way out of it. Okay, don't lose hope. You know, you'll be able to, you know, find a happy outcome is what I'm trying to say. But you need to come together as a team with other people, perhaps, to find a better solution. And even if it's just a work situation, you know, again, you'll be able to navigate your way out of it. There is wishes coming true. Remember, there is victory. So don't become stressed or fall into the trap of other people who are stressed. Okay. I'm hoping this makes a lot of sense. This one's, as I said, it's a lot more money or focused. But also don't forget to step into your own power. Okay, remembering the Emperor energy in you. Okay, what is the outcome for pile number? Well, the outcome, funny enough, look how it came back out. Okay. So the outcome is very much, as I said, there's definitely some kind of financial gain for you in the month of August. As I said, it can be something small. It could be someone giving you a gift that could, you know, the gift can even be an idea. You know, someone may come in and the gift can be a, you know, let me help you write a book, for example. And that idea then means you're having to use more of your intuition. You may have a lot of internal conflict and it may be a risky idea, but whatever it is, if you get out of your head and ignore the stresses of everyone else's life and use your intuition to guide you out of the darkness, you will find that it will become abundant, okay? Your hopes, perhaps thinking about the past, the wishes that you've been making, perhaps on a financial situation. Maybe your family is struggling and you needing to help family. Maybe you've got, you know, there's a lot of poor people around you because of circumstances that are beyond the control of anyone else. You will have a lot of victory, okay? Don't forget about your spiritual beliefs. This is about whatever you believe in, again, being true to yourself, being true to your spiritual beliefs, being true to your using your higher self in every which way, okay? And then if you do get money, don't forget, you know, to try and share. Right, I'm going to try and see if I can find some kind of love reading for pile number 3, because yeah, nothing here was about love. It was all really about money and success, which is great if that's what you're in for. But there wasn't very much on love. So what can you tell me about pile number 3's love life for the month of August? Wow. Religious factors. How funny is that? So yes, I think there is some kind of spiritual stuff that, like I said, the bottom of the deck, you do get new love. Funny enough, that was also on pile number 2. But there could be religious, you know, your spiritual beliefs that's going to perhaps maybe take more of a importance this month, and it might affect your love life. Maybe that's why you're too focused on yourself and your work and your career to be dealing with love, maybe. Okay, just give me something else. Pile number 3, love. Okay, so you got to have very soon. So decide what you want so it can come to you. And I think I'm just going to get one more for pile number 3. Okay, so you do need to express your love. So don't allow yourself to get too stuck in your head, pile number 3, because, you know, there is some love around you. And you do need to express love, even though, oh my gosh. Okay, so you just had cards flying out in you. Oh my God, this is so weird. Pile number 3, listen. Okay, so use your intuition, but you have a twin flame. That's interesting, because pile number 2 got the exact same cards, almost, as in love side, not the rest of the side. But they also got religious factors. They also at the bottom of the deck had the same card, and they also got twin flame. So you're also dealing with the twin flame relationship. Right, so pile number 3, maybe go watch pile number 2. That person could be your twin flame. That might resonate when it comes to love, because your month is very focused on your spirituality, your psychic abilities, and your career and money. But your twin flame might be in pile number 2, perhaps. But very soon decide what you want if you're looking for love. Listen. Don't forget to listen. Use your intuition again through these circumstances. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, okay? And well, yeah, okay. A lot going on for you, I think. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that reading, and let me know how it goes, and I'll chat to you soon.